to jump in front of you guys, take a couple pictures.
So I grew up, I was born in Detroit, grew up in Indiana, skateboarding, listening to a lot of punk rock and hip hop. And I felt like this one kind of called for drawing upon hip hop, spoken words. I feel like those have always been a form to me where you can actually address broken systems, exploitation, whatever you want to call it. So during the making of this album, once again, that I put out a year ago, Love and War, one of the themes is that of war. I found myself watching a lot of like World War II documentaries and studying like how does a nation like Germany give itself wholesale to the slaughter of people groups, the Jews and others. How does that happen in a land, you know? It's easy in hindsight to look back and see how that happened. But once again, how does that happen in a land that we give ourselves to something that is very broken and corrupt and actually very destructive? But to me, there's a dualistic part of it. There's the natural, there's the nations, there's the kings of the earth and the borders and the wars that men fight. But then there's also the conflict that we're all born into here on earth, which is a spiritual conflict, and it's over the hearts and souls of men and women, you know? And some might be rolling their eyes thinking this sounds too much like Lord of the Rings or something, you know. But the fact is we resonate with those movies because they're drawing upon some deep instinct inside of us that there is more to this life than we've been told. There's really more at stake than we think there is. And so I believe in this country, we need to become a people, if we claim to follow him, that are practiced in what's called discernment. Because the enemy of our souls functions very similarly to evil dictators in the world. It's because they learn from him. So the tactics that are used to get us off track are very similar. It often starts with deceit, it starts with a temptation, it starts with a compromise in our own lives. And if we're not practiced in discernment with the small things, then the big things hit once again, and we don't have eyes to see or ears to hear what's happening. And so in World War II, you have these like Dietrich Bonhoeffer and others who went into the heart of the beast, if you want to call it that, the belly of the beast, that's what I'm looking for. The heart of darkness. Went into it because he knew that there was a difference to be made there. There's a time that we are called as a people to resist when what we're being told to do is destructive and demeaning and exploiting and, God forbid, even wiping out our brothers and sisters. So this goes to all of you, that there is a time and a place to resist, and I call you to sharpen your discernment, which only comes through the Holy Spirit. Can I get a little more on the monitor of the sampler, just a little more? Constructed for failure, it's so sick and shifty, manned by drunken sailors and escape artists behind the bars of a jailer. The asthmatic attack and they withhold the inhaler. The shoe doesn't fit, what good is a tailor? In the midst of this crisis, please cancel the jailer. Without a symphony, there's no need for a prelude to foreshadow what's to come. See, the secret committees commence with their meetings to make red tape in response to simple questions. Questions threaten the perception of a beneficial system. Pyramid scheme with its blocks and its pistons. Marginalization of man, making more and more live in a miserable existence. How can so few claim so many victims? And this begs the question. My arrest is a weapon against the oppression of man's obsession to control things. Look at the long line of make-believe kings, and the Lord of the Flies wants you to kiss his ring. Follow new rules with invisible strings and become a puppet in a diabolical scheme. How do good men become a part of the regime? They don't believe in resistance. My people that sing through peace and through suffering, all for the joy that it brings to be free.
sent to disconnect the holy fusion of the spirit in the flesh. Every mortal breath's meant to bring forth fire, but only when the fear of death gets consumed on the funeral pyre. So let the flames rise higher, and let every man be considered a liar. If he doubts the goodness and faithfulness of God, engineers will compulsively nod in approval. Unbelief is taught in all our temples and schools, but God can restrain the madness of a fool. You can bring his truth through the mouth of a mule, and you can move a mountain without any tools. It just takes the faith of a little seed to make a way through what might seem to be a possibility. And the ability will match the occasion. The outcome will defy explanation. The liberation will not be televised when it arrives like lightning in the skies. Hold fast, like an anchor in the storm. For your love, we will rise and overcome. Hold fast, my people, and sing through suffering. Over the joy that it brings to be free. It's gonna cost us everything to follow one Lord King. True love endures everything to be free. We'll be free, Lord. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks so much, everyone. Thanks, Cornerstone, for all the great years. Be blessed, guys. Thanks so much. Be blessed.